Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to look at Pirate Party, The Women of the High Seas, published by Seaport Games. In this game, you're going to try to be the most successful captain, collecting the most sets and the most points throughout the game. Let's go ahead down to the table here. I'll give you a general overview of how to play the game, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, so this is Pirate Party. What we're going to do is you're going to determine whoever the starting player is, and they're going to get this captain's wheel. Then you're going to hand each player 8 cards. Now, if the Kraken gets drawn, which I'll show you in a second, in the starting hand, you're just going to place it back into the deck and shuffle. And on your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to place as many sets down as you can. Now, the way the sets work is you can see the symbol right here. You can do them in 2 different ways. You can do matching, which will be the same type, so all cannons, all barrels, all captains. You can't do pirate ships, all pirate ships. But what you're going to do is, let's say I'm going to look at my cards here. Here's some yellows, here's some greens, and here's a ship. I have a captain, but I don't have a crew. So a set needs to have a captain, so you have to have a captain. And you have to have at least 1 crew member and 1 object. Now, the other object could technically be a crew member, but you have to have a captain, and that's when you actually put down your ships. When you're putting down sets, you can put down like 3 of a kind or a set of these. You can do as many as you want on your turn. Mermaids are going to be wilds, so if I wanted to, I could put down this captain. I could claim the mermaid to be a crew member, and I can put down this ship, so I have a set. Now, when a captain gets placed down, the effect on the captain happens immediately. Now, later on through the game, if I want to, or an opponent wants to place down a crew member, they will take this mermaid into their hand. Now, that's another cool thing. When you're placing your sets, you can do, like I said, you can have all the same kind, or you can do it this way. You could also play off opponent sets, and when you do, you'll place them sideways. So you're adding on to your opponent's set, so you can also get points that way. And the game is going to continue like this until someone runs out of all the cards in their hand, or the Kraken comes out. Now, at the end of your turn, which I'll mention briefly, you will draw a card. And then play will go clockwise until that happens. Now, there are some special cards in this deck that I wanted to show you real quick. Any of these ones, they'll just either have flavor text or they'll happen like captains. Things happen as soon as they put them down. But there's going to be adventure cards, like this card right here. You could place these down on your turn, and whatever it says, those things happen, and they say adventure card down on the bottom. And like I said, the game will go until the Kraken comes out. Let's see if we can find the Kraken. Oh, he might be up high. So as soon as this Kraken comes out, the game ends. And whoever has the highest point total wins. So in a nutshell, that is Pirate Party. So again, you're going to start the game. You'll draw your 8 cards. You're going to place down sets on your turn. You can place down sets that off your opponent's sets. You're basically trying to shed the cards out of your hands as fast as possible, so you can secure as many points as possible before the game ends. And you have to watch out for the adventure cards, and you have to watch out for the captains, what the captains do when they come out. So let's go ahead back up to the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on Pirate Party. Okay, so Pirate Party is a fun game. I like it a lot. There's a lot that I do like about the game. There's a nice, straightforward set collection game where you're just trying to get the most points possible. I like being able to add on to the sets of other players. That's a really cool mechanic. I like all the adventure cards and the little wrinkles they put in it. Now, there's a variant in here. You can take the adventures cards out for your first game so that people just get used to the mechanics. The game's simple enough. I don't see the point of doing that. just leave them in there. They're straightforward what they do, and it's nice that of the changes that they do to the environment of the game, because in general, if you didn't have those in there and you didn't have the pirates captains come down and do stuff, it wouldn't be as exciting of a game. So those add to a lot of the excitement of the game. The only negative thing that I'll say about the game is actually the Kraken. Since the Kraken can be anywhere in the deck, you can literally just draw it. So we did a little bit of a house variant where we took like 10 cards and shuffled it into the bottom and then put them on top. Not really supposed to do that, but it was nice to have a little bit of time at least, or you could do that with half the deck, or have a little bit of time at least before the Kraken immediately popped out. If sometimes it was at the bottom, but it didn't matter. That was my only real complaint about the game, but otherwise it is a great game. It's a lot of fun. Super, super easy, super light game. This is the type of game you would take to your friends or family for different functions and stuff and be like, hey, let's play Pirate Party and have fun. It's also really cool in the back of the book that it had a little bit of history about some of the female pirates that have been throughout history in here too, which is really cool. Overall, like the theme, like the game. That's my thoughts on Pirate Party. Thank you for watching.